Hello sa ating mga mathtiyagang taga-subaybay at nais math tuto dito sa ating channel, Sir Joel. Welcome po! Still, our topic is about multiplication of fractions, but this time involving mixed number. Hindi na siya yung ordinary fraction times fraction, and then fraction times a whole number, or whole number times a fraction. I-consider na natin ngayon yung tinatawag nating mixed number. Paano ba mag-multiply ng fraction or fractions if there is a given mixed number? Kaya if you are ready, uumpisahan na natin ang ating discussion. Example number 1. 2 and 1 over 3 times 6 over 7. If you look at our problem, there is a given mixed number. Yun yung 2 and 1/3. And then given fraction, 6 over 7 or 6 sevenths. Paano kaya kukunin ang product ng mixed number and fraction? At first, convert 2 and 1/3. What do you mean by convert? I-convert muna natin yung mixed number na 2 and 1/3 into what? An improper fraction. Now, paano ba mag-convert ng mixed number into improper fraction? Unahin munang kopyahin ang given denominator na 3. And then, pagkatapos nun, denominator 3 times the whole number 2. And then, plus your numerator 1. So, meron ka ng 3 times 2 and then plus 1. To continue, again, copy the denominator 3. And what is 3 times 2? 6 plus 1. Ayos? Okay. And lastly, what is 6? Copy the denominator 3 and then add 6 and 1 to get 7. So, finally, 2 and 1 over 3 is equivalent to 7 over 3. Ibig sabihin pala, pag i-convert natin yung mixed number na 2 and 1/3, the answer is 7/3. Ayos? Okay. Now, ano ang magiging bagong tanong? Instead of 2 and 1/3, we'll be using 7/3. Kaya, ang tanong na natin ay 7 over 3 times 6 over 7. Now, we will consider 7 as our A dun sa 7 over 3. And 3 is our B. 6 is C. And another 7 is D. Tandaan nyo to. Okay. Now, to simplify, ano-ano nga ulit yung given numbers? We have 7, 3, 6, 7. Dahil pareho ang 7, ay consider na as 1, 7. So, the given numbers are 7, 3, and 6. Okay? Now, get the factors of 7, 3, and 6. So, again, factors of 7 can be obtained through 1 times 7. Kaya ang factors niya ay 1 and 7. Factors of 3, 1 and 3. And factors of 6, 1, 6, 2, and 3. Gets niya? Okay. Now, ano nga ulit yung mga patterns natin? We have A over B, A over D, C over B, C over D. So, yun yung ating patterns na sinusundan. Unahin natin yung A over B. So, if you look at the problem, it is 7 over 3. Look at the factors of 7 and 3. The only common factor is 1. Kaya, hindi pwedeng makancel. Next, we have 7 over 7. Yun yung tinatawag nating A over D. Ano nga ang A over D? It is 7 over 7. Now, since the numerator ay parehong 7 compare sa denominator, so 7 ay magiging common divisor. Okay? Now, what is 7 divided by 7? It is 1. Kaya instead of 7 over 7, magiging na siyang 1 over 1. At ang ating new value of A ay 1. New value of D ay 1 ulit. Okay? Next, ang pattern natin, C over B. So, from the problem, since meron na tayong 6 doon, so it is 6 over 3. Tama? Now, look at the factors of 6 and 3. Saan kaya sila common? Common sila sa 1, common din sila sa 3. So, there is a greatest common factor nung 6 and 3. Ano? At yung greatest common factor na yon ang magsisilbing common divisor. Ano kaya yon? 1 or 3? Ay, 3. Okay, very good. So, ibig sabihin, yung 3 ang magiging common divisor of 6 and 3. So, what is 6 divided by 3? The answer is 2. 3 divided by 3, the answer is 1. So, this time, ano ang new value of C? Ang new value of C ay 2. And lastly, ang new value of B ay 1. Kaya naman, naging na siyang 2 over 1. Okay? Next, pattern, C over D equals, ano kaya? 2 over 1. Kasi nga, sabi natin, meron tayong new value of C na 2. And then, ang din natin a while ago ay 1. So, nabago na yung ibang values ng ating letters na tinitingnan. Now, ano ngayon ang mangyayari sa ating problem? So, instead of 7 over 3, 7 over 3 pa rin kaya siya? Tingnan natin. Ano nga ang value ng A? 1. New value ng B? 1 pa rin. Value of C? 2. And value of D? 1. So, ano-ano ngayon yung ating naging problema? So, it is 1 over 1 times 2 over 1. Pwede na ba nating i-multiply? Hindi pa. Tingnan muna ulit natin kasi baka mamaya meron pang pwedeng ma-cancel. Baka na-overlook natin, so i-double check muna natin. But, look at the given numbers. Ano-ano ba yung given number natin? 1, 1, 2, and 1. Sa factors kanina, ang kinuha natin ay 7, 3, 6. So, wala pa yung 2. That's why, kunin muna natin ang factors of 2. So, factors of 2 can be obtained through 1 times 2. Isa-isahin ulit natin yung pattern. A over B, 1 over 1. Ayos, pareho ng 1. A over D, 1 over 1. Pareho na rin 1. So, wala nang pwede i-cancel. C over B, 2 over 1. Since over 1, wala nang pwedeng i-cancel. And 2 over 1, wala na rin pwedeng i-cancel. So, that's the time for us to multiply the numerators and the denominators. Para na sa gayon, makuha na natin ang tamang kasagutan. Now, what is 1 times 2? The answer is 2. What is 1 times 1? The answer is 1. So, our answer is 2 over 1. If you notice, ang denominator natin ay 1. Kaya naman, ibig sabihin, 2 over 1 is simply equal to 2. And 2 here is our final answer. Saan? Dun sa tanong na 2 and 1/3 times 6 over 7. So, that's it. Okay? Ayos. Example number 2. 2 and 1/5 times 3 and 3/4. Dalawang mixed numbers. Now, since merong mixed number na given, ang gagawin natin, i-convert muna natin into improper fraction. Okay? Unahin natin yung 2 and 1/5. So, 2 and 1/5. Copy the denominator 5. And then multiply 5 dun sa whole number na 2 plus the numerator 1. Okay? Times 3 and 3/4. Copy the denominator 4. Then multiply yung 4 sa whole number na 3 plus the numerator 3. Okay? Now, this is now equal to 5 times 2, 10. Plus 1, 11. Kaya, magiging na siyang 11 over 5. Then, yung isa naman, 4 times 3, 12. Plus 3, 15. So, it is 15 over 4. Therefore, our new problem is what? 11 over 5 times 15 over 4. So, improper fraction times improper fraction. In in this case, ang A natin, 11, B is 5, C is 15, and D is 4. If you look at the problem, ang given numbers natin ay 11, 5, 15, and 4. Katulad ng palagi nating ginagawa, get the factors of those numbers or of these numbers 11, 5, 15, and 4. Factors of 11, 1 and 11. Factors of 5, 1 and 5. Factors of 15, 1, 15, 3, and 5. And factors of 4, 1, 4, and 2. Now, yung ating patterns, A over B, A over D, C over B, and C over D. Unahin natin, A over B equals 11 over 5. Look at the factors of 11 and 5. The only common factor here is 1. So, hindi pwedeng i-cancel. Next pattern, A over D equals A over D, 11 over 4. Look at the factors of 11 and 4. Still, the only common factor here is 1. So, hindi rin pwedeng ma-cancel. Next pattern, C over B equals, we have 15 over 5. So, look at the factors of 15 and 5. If you notice, there is a greatest common factor of 15 and 5. And that is 5. Uy, very good. So, kung ang greatest common factor ng 15 and 5 ay 5, yung 5 ang common divisor. Okay? Now, what is 15 divided by 5? The answer is 3. 5 divided by 5, the answer is 1. So, instead of 15 over 5, siya ngayon ay 3 over 1. Yung 3 ay new value of C at yung 1 ay new value of B. Okay? Ayos. Next pattern, C over D equals, we have 3 over 4. Why 3 over 4? 15 over 4 ang problem. So, sabi nga natin kanina, new value of C is 3. And value of D is 4. Kaya siya ay 3 over 4. Okay? Now, going back to our problem, pareho pa rin ba ang ating problem na isosolve? Tingnan natin. Ano na ang ating value ng A kaya? Nabago? Hindi. If you look at your solution, hindi naman nabago ang A. Kaya, ang A pa rin ay 11. Value of B, nabago ba? 5 pa rin ba or nabago na? Siyempre, nabago. Dahil, sabi nga natin, new value of B is 1. And then, new value of C, instead of 15, naging na siyang 3. And value of D still is 4. So, this time, our problem is 11 over 1 times 3 over 4. Ano-ano ngayon yung given numbers? We have 11, 1, 3, and 4. So, yung 11, nakuha na natin ang factors. Yung 1, wala naman siyang other factor, kundi 1 lang. So, hindi na natin kukunin. But for 3, what are the factors of 3? Tingnan natin. Factors of 3 are 1 and 3. Okay? And then, factors of 4, nakuha na natin. So, balik tayo sa pattern. A over B, 11 over 1. Dahil over 1, walang problema. Next, A over D, 11 over 4. The only common factor is 1. So, walang pwedeng makancel. Okay na rin. Next, we have C over B, 3 over 1. Dahil over 1 nga, wala nang pwedeng makancel. And then, lastly, C over D, 3 over 4. Wala na rin pwedeng makancel. So, time for us to get the products of numerators and denominators. What is 11 times 3? The answer is 33. What is 1 times 4? The answer is 4. Therefore, our answer here is 33 over 4. Take note, 33 over 4 is an improper fraction. So, pwede natin itong i-convert into a mixed number. Paano nga? How many 4s in 33? 8. Ibig sabihin, sobra ng isa. That's why we have 8 and 1 over 4 being our final answer. So, ibig sabihin, pag tinanong kayo, 2 and 1/5 times 3 and 3/4, the answer is 33 over 4 or 8 and 1/4. Okay? Ayos. Again, andito na ulit tayo sa ating exercises kung saan ay numbers 1 to 5 ulit ang inyong sasagutan. But this time, ang gagawin natin, i-apply lang yung ating natutunan sa video na to na kung saan ay merong mixed number given. Tandaan lang natin, if there is a given mixed number, i-convert muna natin ito into improper fraction. And then after converting it, saka natin i-apply yung cancellation method using our patterns. At pagkatapos nun, kapag ang inyong sagot, let's say, ay improper fraction, convert it into a mixed number. So, alam ko naman kayang-kaya nyo to. At katulad ng mga nauna nating videos and exercises, ay nakaka-perfect naman kayo sa inyong mga scores. Kaya, hihintayin ko ulit ang inyong mga kasagutan dito sa exercises na to. So, good luck and congratulations in advance. Muli po, thank you. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay. Palagi nyo lang tatandaan, maging matyaga upang matuto dito sa aking channel, Sir Joel. Salamat po.